Welcome to Slay in the Kitchen with Stuffers. Let's see what's on the menu today.
So we are going to do sourdough pizza. And then the toppings will be what y'all voted for. I have the sauce. I decided to just do store-bought pesto because my food processor is in storage. That's the whole thing. I was gonna get all that. So I need to... All the recipes will be available in the Discord. And then we need to get our sourdough. Discard. Okay. So, here's my sourdough discard. Right. Speaking of kneading, this dough is going to be a lot to knead. But I do have a pizza stone. I did purchase a pizza stone. So that's exciting. Sourdough pizza dough. Okay. So, we have our recipe. Let's get all of our ingredients out. So, we need to get... I'll grab the cornmeal. Well, so we have good news and bad news. The one thing that I needed... Loki used it yesterday or the day before because I made bun. Play in the kitchen, available at adventureswithstuffers.com. I have to use Active Dry because I used the last instant I had. I think I used the last instant I had, and respectfully, pretty big in all the pantry things. You know? Also, not sponsored. These are delicious. Discard any sugar, salt, olive oil. Sugar, olive oil. Okay. We have sugar, olive oil, salt is behind me, cornmeal's there. Then we need flour. We'll need pesto. Alright. What we need to do first is we need to add the yeast, water, into a bowl. Now the question is should I just whisk it or should I use the paddle attachment? Typically, I don't have any, I like to just do it with my hands. I'm leaning toward the whisk. So, big bowl, whisk. Okay, unfortunately, we're doing Active Dry instead of instant yeast, so this low-key might take a little bit longer to rise. That's okay. 3/4 cup, 0.25 ounces. Or can we go in like the like one packet? That's what I needed, the one packet. I must lurk while locking in. Goodest luck with this. I will check in as I can. Sounds like a sleigh. Okay, step 1 is find scissors. Okay, so we are going to take one packet. We're going to take one packet of the Active Dry yeast, and we're going to just pour it into our bowl. Like so. And then it says you do 3/4 cup of warm water. Gives you a temperature. I just kind of go with my heart. So I need 3/4 cups. So 3/4 cup of warm water. Fun fact. Don't do this with wires over your sink. Don't be like me. Here we are, just trying our best. Okay, perfect. So now we add the water to the yeast. All set. And then, I don't know why I need to swish this. We're gonna swish this. Typically, when I make bread or when I make anything with yeast, I like dissolve the yeast into the water and then give it a few to kind of foam up. This recipe does not tell me to do that. However, I'm gonna do it because that just feels right. That just feels like what I know. Get off my whisk. Thank you. Okay. So then we need to get 1 cup of sourdough discard, which I will use this, and I will grab fact. Sourdough discard is essentially like every time you feed your sourdough starter, you dump half, then you feed it. So the dumping is the discard. You cannot bake with the discard until your sourdough is fully activated. If not, it'll be not great. Trust me, I've prematurely baked with a sourdough starter before. Not fun. 1 cup of sourdough discard, 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then 2 tablespoons of cornmeal. Very interesting that I'm putting the cornmeal in the mix, but who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Also, this recipe calls for bread flour. I just use all-purpose. It works the same in every bake I've done, and it's just more versatile to use. All-purpose. Drop a piece of the glue part of the flour. Fill this up. 2 teaspoons of sugar. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of salt. And I use sea salt because, well, it's my preferred salt. Salt is getting to be empty. So this is fine. Come on. One of that. And that's done. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of corn. So let's go ahead and put our sourdough in. Yeah, look at that sourdough. Should I be using a spatula? Absolutely. But my amateur cooking skills are just going to use the whisk. Boom. Boom. So we are going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornmeal. I think it's interesting to add into the mix, but who am I to question a recipe? Alright, we're gonna mix this before I add in the flour because I want it to kind of all come together before I add the flour in. So we're gonna do that really quick. Mixy, 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 mixy. Okay, perfect. That's good. 2 and 3. Woo! 2. Here's 1. Here's 2. And then we need 1, 2, 3. Okay. Flour is all in. So now we are going to combine all of this. And then it's the fun part where I get an arm workout. Fun being a very loose word. Mix it up. Ooh, mix it up, mix it up. Don't spread the flour everywhere. Mix it up, mix it up. Oh my gosh. I love you can put glasses on your paint. Me too. Wow. A cup is a lot bigger than I thought. This exercise is great. Yay, push stuff with your hands. Yeah, I will say, this isn't combined. It's like not wet enough. So like I might need to just go in. I might just need to go in. I don't even have a mixer with a paddle, so I would be doing it with my hands. Hands is honestly the easiest way to know what you're feeling, know when it's ready, like making sure everything is how you want. So that's why I do it this way. I'll say this is kind of dry, and I wish it wasn't as dry. Okay. We're about combined now. So I'm gonna start to knead here. What we're going for is a smoothish dough that I can that I can poke and it'll slowly come back up. That's how I know it's ready to rise. There we go. Not dry anymore. This is gonna be a workout. Why I didn't just buy pizza dough? You know, this sounded more fun. So, what I did. Knead for about 10 minutes. Cover with plastic wrap. Perfect. It slowly comes back up. So that's what we want. So this is what our dough looks like. And now we're going to cover it and make some. Now, you don't need to put garlic in your Alfredo, but I do. You also can just buy store-bought Alfredo. But I make it because that's me. Because I knew the reference. Oh, I don't know thing. I'm gonna plead ignorance on that one. Also, I'm supposed to do a Parmesan stuffed crust pizza, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to achieve that. I think I'm just gonna try to chop the Parmesan block I have and put bits in the crust part. That's the only thing I can think of. There's no like Parmesan. Whipping it up. Whip. Oh, you can't see anything. There's a hole. Alright, we're gonna go with this is good because I'm hungry. This says to preheat at 550. Respectfully, I'm not doing that. Okay, we're doing a little cornmeal dusting on this. So first, I'm going to chop the jalapeno. Do I de-seed the jalapeno before I put it on the pizza? No, don't go back to work. That's lame. Work is lame. I'm guessing I do need to de-seed it before I put it on the pizza. Do we think it'll work if I just slice pieces of Parmesan and put it in the crust? Do we think that'll work? I was thinking pieces of parm and flop over the dough. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I will say I don't know. Surface area here. If you came to this stream expecting me to eat pizza in the air, that will not be happening. Because knowing my luck, I will eat it on the floor. How thin do you need to make pizza dough? I made pizza so many times, but like now that I'm making it for the internet, it's like this is way too big for my pizza stone, so we're gonna keep going. Because the mozzarella stuffed crust, I took string cheese and do it that way. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so we have this. We're gonna do the cheese crust first. I also absolutely took a cheese tax, and Gimli wants part of my cheese tax. Good thing I have a strong man in the house. Why didn't I stop? Don't have to worry about it. I don't know how well this will be executed, but I'm just gonna line it with cubes of Parmesan. Bricks of Parmesan at this point. Feels like it's working. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. More cheese tack. The real question. No, I don't want the crust to be too thin. my head the cheese will kind of infuse the dough and it'll be fine. That's what I was thinking. Or they could just pop up and then I'll cry. One of the two. We'll have one of the two. Okay. Alright. Here. Here. Do this. Literally get here back for cheese. Work. Squirt with a fork, actually. Yeah, I'll do it after I go all the way around. Oops. Pour a little. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just gotta. Alright. Here's our dough. Bring it closer for y'all. Not perfect, but it'll do. And then I'm gonna brush it with olive oil and garlic because I'm extra. Just squirt it with a fork. Perfect. Those instructions. Oh, it's okay. Okay, that's there. The logic is there. Correct. Okay. Now we need our brush and some olive oil. Yes, me, Mr. Sticky Bird. We're going to that in there. Take this. Just drizzle it all over the crust. In theory, this does something I don't really know. What's the topping time? It's clobbering time. Okay, so we're doing half Alfredo, half pesto. I'm not really sure how we're gonna do that, but we're gonna try. Alfredo is down. And I have some left over. Pizza! Hi, Adam, welcome. It is pizza. We decided we're doing half and half for the sauce. Maybe great, maybe terrible. It's very unclear. Spreading it out. Spreading it out right now. How are you doing? Welcome in. And we're doing store-bought pesto because #lazy. But I did homemake the Alfredo and I did homemake the dough. So pizza. Pizza pesto. Emily, stop trying to beg for pizza. Okay, then, pretty much just waking up. Well, good morning. Time for a coffee. Thick Alfredo with 2 C's, crazy. But I'm good. You? Wait, is there an option between thick and thin? Anyway, I'm good. I'm hoping this pizza. What toppings did you say you were okay with? It is bacon, jalapenos, onions, pineapple, mushroom, spinach. The cheese? Yeah. Which sauce did you want? Okay, so I'm gonna do half of a thing with. I'm just gonna YOLO. I like cheese. We're just gonna shit on the cheese. This is so fun. I love this. Dang, all the toppings. Correct. All the toppings. Okay. You said bacon. Okay. Bacon. I could have dropped the bacon, but we're just gonna hand work the bacon. Oops, I dropped a blast strip in here. That's awkward and not what we wanted. Okay, bacon, mushrooms. What else? Is that it? Jalapeno? Honey? Okay. Okay, onion? Okay. I already have cheese, but I need Gouda. If you want extra cheese. Kind of. I don't have to though. It is okay. We will get there. I just need to wash my hands so I can mess with the spinach and the pineapple and the mushroom. What a combination. Gouda, I hardly know her. Damn, this all sounds Gouda. I hate here. Y'all are ridiculous. Ridiculous with love, but ridiculous nonetheless. Oh, so oily. I am right. I could just cut it off, that's true. No. pizza probably will already give me a tummy ache. We're gonna do more Parmesan. Mushrooms. Bacon and mushrooms, that was it, and cheese? Okay. Alright, bacon, mushroom. What did that say? It's taken 2 hours, but I'm almost done with lunch. I'm proud of you. It's taken me a very long time, and I'm also almost done with maybe partially lunch. Finish. Yeah. Okay. Onion. What do I got? I mean, eating, not cooking. Oh, well, that's valid. Okay. So we have. Can someone do exclamation point pizza so I can read the thing again? So I can make sure I got all the toppings. You guys usually get slices or chunks on your pizza. If you get fucking long pizza. Well, when Aura sees her DM, she's going to laugh. Oh. Probably not. Okay, now I have to manage to get this on. I have to get it on the tray. Keyboard, like to screw me over? Yeah, it's in the oven. I don't know. I'll find out here in a second. I would like Emily to get out. Huh? Cornmeal. So does the stick. Some for you. And then all for me. Do that. Make a bathroom break just in time to see the pizza. You absolutely did. You made it. That is it for today. I will post everything in the Discord, the recipe, the pictures, all the things.